Hello, everyone. Welcome to 2D Board Gamers. My name is Dave, and today we're going to continue my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. campaign. This is Scenario 3, MODOK. Now, as you can see, I've got the some of the campaign stuff set up, but we'll go over that after I read the comic. But just to let you know, something happened to the original audio, so now I'm re-recording it. So hopefully I can follow along, but if the action's off a little bit, um, that is why. But first, let's read the comic. 2 hours later, en route to AIM Island, the embassy intel says the Inhumans were sent to an underwater AIM facility. Shouldn't we clear this with the board? An embassy is one thing. AIM Island itself is entirely another. If AIM has a mole on the board, as we suspect, we can't risk tipping them off. 2 miles off the coast of AIM Island. Underwater AIM laboratory. Director, I'm glad to see you. Hold tight, Garza. We'll get you out of there. No! My work must not be interrupted. You must die! Okay. Scenario 3, Modoc. You extracted the captives being held at the AIM Island embassy, but Sarah Garza was not among them. Evidence you collected indicated that Garza and several other civilians, all of whom have inhuman genes, have been shipped to AIM Island to be used as genetic templates to create superpowered synthetic copies called adaptoids. Leading the research is the mental organism designed only for killing, aka Modoc. You are dis- oh, let's try that again. You also discover evidence that a member of the executive board is involved in the plot, but you're unsure which one. You decide to launch a covert rescue mission to AIM Island without permission from the board. You're operating without a net here. All right, so we got Modoc, Scientist Supreme, and Standard Encounter Set. Holding Cell Deck. During setup, players are instructed to create the Holding Cell Deck. To do this, you're going to shuffle together the 4 double-sided holding cell cards, each with an inhuman ally on the reverse. Place this deck near the main scheme with its holding cell side face up. The top card of this deck is in play. When a holding cell enters play, either during setup or with the last lock counter is removed from the previous top card of the holding cell deck, the text on the holding cell places 2 lock counters on that card. Okay. So we're going to shuffle the holding cell deck. All right, so I'm shuffling the holding cell deck. We're grabbing 4 lock counters. Apparently, I'm reading as I'm doing this. The objective of this scenario is to free all 4 of the inhuman allies from the holding cell by removing the lock counters from each holding cell environment, and then to reduce Modoc's hit points to 0. Lock counters can be removed via the hero action on the holding cells by reducing Modoc's hit points, or by reducing Modoc's hit points to 0, or by the effects of the various encounter cards. Okay, so we got the holding cells set up. And now the campaign. Let's see, am I going to the campaign part here? Well, I'll read it and see if the action shows up. Place 3 per player additional lock counters on the top card of the holding cell deck. All right, so I need to find more lock counters. I might be ahead right now. Could have sworn I did that. Okay, we'll go over Modoc, side A. He's aerial cyborg, psionic, retaliate 1, forced interrupt. When Modoc would be defeated if a holding cell is in play, remove 2 lock counters from it and reset Modoc's hit points to 10 instead. Otherwise, the players win the game. And he's got 2 scheme and 1 attack. So the holding cells, as you can see here, start with 4, but we're going to be adding more here right now. There you go. All right, so I'm grabbing 6 more lock counters. All right, so now we have 10 lock counters on there. Then remove X per player lock counters from the card where X is the number of rescued captives in play rescued in the campaign log. So I rescued all 4 in scenario 2. So that means I should remove 8 lock counters. There I go, removing the lock counters. Okay. 2, 4, 6, and 8. All right, so we have 2 left. Prepare the Shield executive board set. The 3 board members environment equal to the number of secret counters recorded for that environment in scenario 2, which was 0 for all 3 of them. Shuffle the 3 aim interference obligations into the counter deck, which they are. And then after resolving mulligans, resolve the setup ability of each evidence card the players have earned. And I have 1 evidence card. And I'm reading the evidence card right now. So this is money. Setup. Each player may add 1 secret counter to a board member environment to search their collection for a different protection upgrade and shuffle it into their deck. Each player may add 1 threat to the main scheme to search their deck for a protection upgrade and add it to their hand. Shuffle. Okay, and looks like I'm doing some setup here because I forgot to reset it from the apparently putting the comic away. So while I didn't read it when I probably at the time, but the holding cell I have is the one with when the last lock counter is removed from here, flip this card and put the flying inhuman into play under any player's control. Hero action. Spend 2 energy resources or 3 resources of any type to remove 1 lock counter from here. And then I'm reading a psionic upgrade, which each adaptoid gains villainous and the psionic trait. All right, now it looks like I'm getting ready to shuffle the encounter deck. Oh, actually, I'm searching the encounter deck for the adaptoids. Yeah. So the setup, create the holding cell deck, put 1 random adaptoid environment into play, which is psionic upgrade, and set the others aside. Each player searches the encounter deck for a copy of adaptoid and reveals it. So there's the 2 adaptoids. And now I'm shuffling the encounter deck. All right, so the encounter deck is shuffled. Now side 1B is when this stage would be complete, put 1 random set aside adaptoid environment into play instead. Then, if there are no set aside adaptoid environments, the players lose the game. Otherwise, remove all threat from here and shuffle each adaptoid minion from the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. And it's 1 threat per player per turn, and it starts with 1 threat per player. So we're adding 2 threat. Finding a good spot, I guess, to put the encounter deck. All right, this takes up a lot of room. All right, now I'm shuffling one of the 2 decks. I'm not even sure which one. I think it's Nick's. Okay. Continue to shuffle the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so this is Nick's deck. Okay. Let me take a look at my mulligan here. Strength, which is great. Heroic intuition. The watch. Fury's watch, which is nice. And under surveillance. Okay. So mulliganing 2. Looks like I'm mulliganing 2 cards. Okay. I didn't quite see what I grabbed, but that's okay. And now we're doing Maria's deck. Shuffling the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's see what I got. Life model decoy and a special funding. That on the double and I'm not sure who that was. I think that might have been Clue. And it looks like, yeah, I'm not sure who the ally is. I can't tell. Looks like a mulligan 2 cards for Maria as well. Okay, so I should be starting the next part here, which is I searched my collection for 2 upgrades. Yeah, that's what I'm checking right now. And for Maria and Nick. All right, so they're both going to get a protection upgrade. So I'm probably searching my deck, my collection right now to grab the cards. Hopefully I popped them on camera. So what we got to do is we got to add a secret counter to a board member to grab the cards. So I should be doing that here pretty soon. Must be deciding what cards I want. I mean, now I know which ones I want, but maybe at the time I wasn't 100% sure. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, this recording while editing is not easy. All right. So I put an armor vest for Maria, and I don't know if that's going to be on camera or not. I already know. I know what card I picked for Nick. Let's just see. I must be searching right now for Nick. Yeah. Well, I don't know if that showed up. If I picked it already. Let's see if I move on. Looks like I'm not doing it on camera apparently. So it's the defensive stance. That's the card that I chose for Nick. So the armor vest obviously gives Maria +1 defense. Defensive stance is a preparation card. Hero runner up, when you would take any amount of damage, discard defensive stance, prevent 3 of that damage. So I picked it because it's a preparation card. And if I'm ever stuck in assault mode, then I can use that card to hopefully avoid some damage. And apparently I must still be deciding. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's the defensive stance. Okay, so that's the card I chose for Nick. Now I'm reading that. So now I'm going to be adding the secrets to the board members, to 2 of the board members, because we are playing 2 players. And then I add a threat to the main scheme to search your deck so it could be in our opening hand. Which, there I go. There I'm adding the 2 threat. All right, so that takes care of the money card. And now we're ready to begin turn 1. So I'm using Maria's ability, which her ability allows you can exhaust her to find shield support and put it in your hand. And I grabbed the command team. I think I mainly grabbed it as a resource, just so it's another card. All right. Let's see what I do here. Uh, Looks like I'm spending a lot of cards because I think I have the Iliad in my opening hand. I flipped a hero. Yep. So I'm putting the Iliad, and I had special funding, so I get an extra. I get an extra use, which is great because the Iliad allows you to do damage. So there we go. I use the Iliad to do 5 damage to him, and then I on the double. Okay, so I got rid of both of them. Now the Adaptoids have an ability when they're defeated, remove an all-purpose counter from an environment. So I don't know when I catch that. Apparently, I don't catch it yet. I'm playing Heroic Intuition for Nick. I do catch it, but I just forgot, I guess. I'm getting Fury's Watch. All right. Oh, not sure what I'm doing there. Okay, so removing some threat, yeah, which goes in. When you do a basic thwart with Nick, you get to put one on the stealth suit. Yeah, and of course I forgot to flip to hero, but I'm sure I remember here. It looks like I'm oh, that's the end of the turn. I haven't caught the lock thing yet. I should here pretty soon. I'm pretty sure I did. All right, so he's scheming against or attacking Maria and scheming against Nick. Okay. And of course we add one. My encounter cards. Wow, when do I remember the I'm pretty sure I remembered. Oh, maybe I forgot. Um, not sure what's going on there. Oh, by obligation must have came out, which forces me to flip to assault form. And we got another adaptoid. Oh, there we go. I remembered the lock counters now when I got the new adaptoid. So that reveals um, the next holding cell, which is for the strong inhuman, and that's 2 strength or 3 resources. Remove a lock. Okay, and we should be adding 4 lock counters. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I did remember it, just wasn't until I actually drew another adapter. Yep, there's my obligation. Okay, and then I realized I'd forgot to flip. And now we're on assault mode. Okay, so I'm spending an energy to get rid of that, um, which removes 2 threat. So the yellow one is the one that removes 2 threat. Then I'm playing another card here, looks like. Oh, lay the trap. Okay. So yeah, lay the trap's a very nice side scheme. Once you remove the 6th threat, you can do 10 damage to the villain in 2 players. So that's really nice. That's one of my favorite Justice player side scheme. And then I port for 3. All right. And I'm double checking the suit, apparently. Yep. So I still do a basic. So I still added a threat, and then I'm using the watch. Oh, to get sense of justice out. Okay. And that is Nick's turn. Now we go to Maria. So Maria is in pretty good shape because a flying inhuman, when you thwart with a flying inhuman, you get to oh, that's not the flying one. Which one was it? Oh, it was not flying inhuman. It was the psionic inhuman was the first one. Sorry, not flying, psionic. You get to remove a lock counter when he thwarts. So I'm thwarting with him, removing some threat, which removes the lock counter that I'm using the Iliad to kill him. So that takes out Adaptoid and that takes out another one. Awesome. And then I am readying. Okay. The end of turn. Drawing my new hands. Resetting the counters. I'm still in assault mode right now with the suit. Adding a 2 threat. And I forgot to move the first player marker to Nick, but now I remembered. Right. So he attacked me. I took 1 point of damage. Attacking Maria. Looks like 2 points of damage. Assault. So Nick's getting attacked again. Oh yeah, this is the turn where MODOK attacked 4 times. And yeah, this is brutal. So each hero got attacked twice in that turn. All right. Now we're back to Maria. Um, we're getting Shield Director, which is a great card for her because you can exhaust to add a counter to a shield support, which I love that card. That's an amazing card. And then um, front organization. So that is um, where you can, when you're supposed to lose a card. So now this is where I made a mistake. I should not have used the Iliad to attack yet because I could have cleared Lay the Trap. And what ends up happening is I can't use Lay the Trap. That gets delayed. And the villain has a surprise for me for not doing it when I should have. So you'll see that. That's a little teaser for when we get to the villain phase. All right, so get a helicarrier out. Practice plan, which is amazing. So when you discard preparation card, you discard the practice plan, and you get to take that the other preparation card from your discard pile and put it in your hand, which is really nice. Get to reuse the preparation cards. I'm definitely looking forward to practice plan with Black Widow. All right, looks like I thwarted. I don't know if I did a basic thwart. Looks like I did. I think I might have forgot to put a thwart on this suit. Yeah, I think I did forget. Yeah, okay. What are we doing here? Oh, beginning of the villain phase. Okay. I'm going to use the life model decoy to avoid taking damage. But then the aim interference kicks in. Oh, I hate that card. Um, because I don't have target acquired in this game, which I'm definitely adding for the next game. So yeah, we get one on each of those guys because I didn't have the right resources apparently, or I didn't want to play them. And then Nick's getting attacked. All right. Ooh, I took a lot of damage there. Um, Maria's encounter card is her obligation. Okay. Nick gets in a death. Oh, well, this was not the turn that had the surprise, I guess. Apparently, the surprise must be coming up later. All right. So, and I forgot to ready Maria supports. Well, I forgot to flip Maria supports, but I'll remember when I get to her turn. All right. So this is Nick. What is Nick gonna do? Oh yeah, under Overwatch, which is a nice card, and a skilled investigator. It looks like. Oh, no, maybe I'm taking it back. Oh, yep. I decide to remove from the red board member, which does 2 damage. So now Modoc is down to 3. Oh yeah, I think I do a basic attack and I use the suit. Okay, so I put skilled investigator on me. All right. Can't remember what I do here. Oh, counterintelligence. Okay. Yep. So I'm adding it +1. So Modoc is defeated. And then I'm resetting him back to 10. Gets rid of 2 lock counters. And that gives me um, the strong inhuman who comes in tough. His power is, oh yeah, he comes in tough. He's a 1/3 and he's got 7 hit points. And now we're doing the third one, which I didn't get. Oh, that's the flying one. Yeah, the third one is the flying one. So I've rescued 2 of the Inhumans now, back to 4 lock counters. Modoc is back to 10. I'm not sure why I didn't use lay the trap here because I wanted to take a recovery. That ends up being a mistake. You'll see. All right, so we switch to the stealth side. When I'm using the action on Nick Fury's alter ego is you can spin an action to flip to stealth. All right, so now I should be moving to Maria. And yeah, now I remembered that I forgot to unexhaust those. Okay, so then I use the shield director to add 1 to the Iliad. I'm not sure why I flipped that token up face down instead of removing it, but okay. But we get rid of that guy, which another adaptoid, which removes another lock counter. Um, and then it's like, yes, I need treachery stoppers. So I put an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I flip down and I'm going to exhaust to get rid of my the press conference. And now it's in my turn and drawing my new hand. Yeah, this is the turn that I regret not using Lay the Trap, I think. All right, so Nick, we're adding Scheme, of course, because we're both down. All right, add a bunch of threat. So it looks like it's up to 8. And then for Maria, now the flying car would be amazing in this game. Unfortunately, it's like was on the bottom of my deck. I never saw it. Oh yeah. So this is his first defense against what my plan was, which was what upgrade was it? That is the force field. So when he take any amount of damage, it goes there instead. So that's his first protection against my lay the trap. And then the second one, oh, looks like another aim interference. So it might have took a couple turns for him to get all his defenses up against me. I'm searching to see if I want to. Looks like I did spend, I think I spent 2 mental, so I get one. Or did I do 3 mental? Oh, I think I might have done 3 mental. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think, oh, there it is. That's the second card, which was the, what is that? Where he gets plus 5 hit points. So yeah. So now the first five or more damage gets absorbed, and he now has 15 hit points. Okay, so I'm taking a recovery with Maria. Then I flip up, and apparently I do remember that I took a recovery. I just forgot to flip the token. And I think I used the Iliad to take out his force field. Yep, there we go. I remembered that I took recovery. Okay, so I add a counter to the Iliad, and I should be using the Iliad here pretty soon. Oh, what else am I doing? Oh, I played the Super Spies. So yeah, so the Iliad's got a bunch of counters on it now. Now we got five. That's Super Spies is an amazing card. Oh, and Mission Leader. So it costs me 2, but that helps with, especially when Lay the Trap gets defeated, which I do defeat it at some point. I'm not sure what's going on here. I must be thinking. Um, Sorry about the dead air, but apparently I was contemplating. Oh, okay. So yeah, I spent 2 mental to remove 2 threat, and I'm debating on. Okay, so I guess I decided to do it on lay the trap. All right, so I spend 5 to get rid of. Or I use an Iliad to get charged to get rid of that. The force field. Okay. Yep. Double checking that, which gives him an extra 5 hit points, so he now has 15 hit points. And I think I use him because I think this is where I use lay the trap. Yep. So I finish off lay the trap, which knocks him down to 5 hit points, and that goes away. Oh, that'll go away once he's defeated. Yeah, so I get Maria gets to draw a card because of mission leader, and Nick will get to draw 2 cards because of mission leader and skilled investigator. Oh, yeah, I'm not. Oh, that's the support staff. Yeah, support staff's a nice card. That's the resource generator, I believe. Yeah, that's the resource. Yeah, exhaust a charge. Okay, so I'm using the helicarrier and a card to get. Oh, so I'm not sure what all I did. Intelligence looks like it cost 1. Okay, so I remove some threat. Remove some threat. But I didn't use the basic, I don't think. Oh, breaking and entering. Yeah, duh. I spent breaking and entering. That's what I must have done. Oh, now I'm resetting for the villain phase. Forgot to ready the Iliad, but I'm sure I'll remember that. Adding threat, Nick. So he's scheming. Oh, attacking Maria. So I'm having that guy take it. So he's blocking for Maria. All right. And that was like do something or add a bunch of boosts. And so I went, oh, I'm tough. So I'll just take the extra boosts. No big deal. Not sure what I'm doing with the encounter deck there. Thought I was just straightening it, but apparently I'm doing something with it. Probably searching for something. Double checking something. It should just be saying he's got plus 5 hit points. And it looks like I forgot to remove the tough off of that ally. I think I remember later on. I hope I remember. We're adding more threat. So I think it's up to like 13 or something at this point. Counter cards. Oh, there I remembered that the Iliad needed to be readied. Probably have to search for an adaptoid. Yeah. Oh, each player had to get an adaptoid apparently. Okay. All right. So now I should be contemplating my turn. Oh, we're still doing encounter cards. Okay. Oh, there I remembered the tough. That side scheme. See if I can find it. A hostage situation. When revealed, attach one rescued ally. Oh yeah, face up here. Attached ally is no longer under player control. When defeated, the defeating player takes control of attached ally. All right, so that psionic inhuman is captured, which stinks because he's the one that removes lock counters. All right, so I'm using Sense of Justice for multitasking, which removes 2 threat from 2 different schemes. Helicarrier and a card, 2 cards. Oh, and a card for 4 justice, but only the 3 level 4 justice. I remember that. And then next basic to get rid of that. which I get to draw 2 cards. Maria gets to draw 1 card. And one of the cards I drew was a skilled investigator for Maria. So I remember that. It's like, oh well, sorry, you only get 1 card. But there you go. Now you can get 2 cards. And that was me using my basic, which should have put one on the stealth suit, but it looks like I forgot. He's back. And I think I left him under Maria's control, but technically he should have been under Nick's control, but that's okay. 'Cause I think it says under your control. Take control of attached ally. Yeah. So technically Nick should have had it, but not a big deal. Although I do end up using a med team on it later on. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on here. I do know I got to deal with those adaptoids. So the Iliad's definitely going to be involved for one of them. Okay. I'm probably trying to see how Nick can defeat his adaptoid. The problem is my big gun Inhuman, the strong Inhuman, is exhausted because he defended for Maria, and I'm probably trying to decide how I want to do it. Oh, there. Okay, so I guess I didn't decide. And Maria gets the med team out, and I use the med team to heal. Yep, I'm healing the psionic Inhuman, using the psionic Inhuman to um, take out a lock counter and remove some threat. Still got to deal with that guy. He's still got the extra 5 hit points. I don't remember if I use the Iliad to kill Modoc right now, or if I think I do. I think I ignore the Adaptoid for a turn. So we're generating a resource, and we're getting a counter put back on it. I don't think I moved. Oh, I think actually I do right now. I do the move right here probably. But I got a field agent. I use the Iliad. Oh, I do take out an Adaptoid. Okay. Which removes one of those. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on right now. Um, oh, maybe I'm doing a basic. I guess I did a basic thwart there, it looks like, with Maria. All right. And now we're drawing our new hand for the next turn. Threat. I'm not sure who the first player is right now. I don't see the token. I think Nick's the first player. Add some threat. I forgot. Oh, there you go. And I remembered to put one on the suit. Yay. And then he schemes. Because oh, that's right, the adaptoids have villainous. Because yeah, so this is the first time I've had to deal with them surviving to the villain phase. So that adds. So we got a lot of threat on the main scheme right now. And then he's attacking Maria. Maria took 4. It looks like. Okay. Oh, I used that preparation card to cancel something. I think it's shadows. Yes. Okay. And then I use practice plan to put that back in my hand. And another side scheme. That's the one with the amplify, I think. Yeah, psionic enhancements, which has an amplify and 5 threat on it. And then Maria's first. For Agent 13, yes. I remember to ready everything. Agent 13 is very critical in this deck. I use the psionic and human, and we get the third one, which should be the flying inhuman, which he is after the ally thwarts, remove 1 threat from another scheme. Yeah, we get 4 counters put on the last one. Using the resource generator. Oh, to get command team out. All right. And I knocked the ones off of the med team, but I remember that later on. Yep, there you go. It's like, oops, what happened? I grabbed them, I think, for the command team from the med team. All right. Then we used him. Move 2 threat from there, 1 threat from the main. All right. Defeated him. I used the Iliad, I think. I have to go back and look. Use Agent 13 to ready the Iliad. Okay. She thwarted for 2. I think I'm doing the math to see if I can defeat him this turn, which I think I do. So use the Iliad to do 5 damage to him. So that defeats him. That gets rid of the extra hit points. He's reset back to 10. two of those. Use the command team to ready Agent 13. Agent 13 removes that. I don't know why I didn't exhaust her. I think I forgot to exhaust her. What a count. Oh yeah. Add one to the Iliad. So I'm trying to figure out how I got rid of that last lock counter. I don't remember. Maybe it's next turn I do it. Remove some threat. Not sure what's going on here. I must be thinking. I think I'm seeing if I could defeat him. I flip down. Okay. So apparently I did not decide to defeat him this turn. I thought I did. So she's taking a recovery. And now Nick. Oh, Nick spent the resources. That's right. I spent a wild. I gave up super spies to take out that last lock counter because I did figure out how to defeat him this turn. So now I just have to do 10 damage to him. We get Sarah Garza. Her power is 2/2, and she gains overkill in range. I think I just got a nickel and dime him. So Sarah hits him for 2. I do a basic, I believe. Yeah, so he's got 8 left at this point. Not sure. I'm probably still trying to do the math. See if I can do enough damage to defeat him. All right, so yeah, so I switch to assault, and I'm spinning 3 counters, it looks like, to play sharpshooter, which does 7. So he's down to 1. And then I can just do a basic, or I use that guy, I guess. Okay, so that defeated Modoc, and we have no counters on the board, which is great. Apparently, it's like, oh, yep, got to remember to give him his consequential damage, which I think I was wondering because this is the first time I've done this, obviously, to see if there's like the amount of damage the Inhumans have, if that's relevant or not. Now, kind of making a little bit of room to bring the rule book back. So I'm kind of cleaning up just a little bit so I can make room for the rule book. So I think I'd leave the Inhuman. Well, yeah, I leave the Inhumans out, but I gather up all our cards. Move those stuff out of the way for the rule book. All right. Victory. Mark each adaptoid environment in play in the campaign log. Where's my log? Oh, so I had the psionic upgrade. So I wrote that in the log. Record the number of secret counters. So that's 0 across the board. If at least one board member environment in play has no secret counters on it, gain the top evidence card from the shield envelope, which looks like that's what I'm doing right now, and cross out each combination of means, motives, and opportunity in the campaign log that includes the icon on the evidence card gained. And I'm marking that off. And the card that I got, which I don't know if I missed it, if it shows up on camera or not, but the card is blackmail. Um, each player may add one secret counter to a board member environment to search their collection for a different justice upgrade and shuffle it into their deck. Each player may add one threat to the main scheme to search their deck for a justice upgrade and add it to their hand. Okay, so I now have money and blackmail. And going by the log, which I guess it doesn't show up on screen, Chief Medical Officer only has one option left. Chief Surveillance Officer has 3 left, and the Chief Tactical Officer has 5 left. So I'm looking at the markings. So the yellow marking is one of the, because that's the only one left for the Chief Medical Officer. So yeah, so I can mark that as I know that's one of the 3 symbols. All right. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell.